हरे कृष्ण। कोई परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य अष्टोत्तर शतश्री श्रीमद डिवाइन ग्रेस अभय चरणारविंद भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। ISKCON फाउंडर आचार्य बीबीटी फाउंडर आचार्य डिवाइन ग्रेस श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य अष्टोत्तर शतश्री श्रीमद भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती गोस्वामी श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। अनंत कोटि वैष्णव भक्तवृंद की जय। नामाचार्य श्री हरिदास ठाकुर की जय। प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद की जय। राधा कृष्ण गोपी गोपीनाथ राधा कुंड श्यामा कुंड गिरि गोवर्धन की जय। मथुरा वृंदावन धाम की जय। नवद्वीप मायापुर धाम की जय। पुरुषोत्तम क्षेत्र जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की जय। गंगा मैया की जय। जमुना मैया की जय। श्री श्री कृष्ण बलराम की जय। श्री राधा श्याम सुंदर ललिता विशाखा देवी की जय। श्री श्री गौरनिताय की जय। ग्रंथराज श्रीमद्भागवतम की जय। वृंदा देवी तुलसी महारानी की जय। समवेत वैष्णव भक्तवृंद की जय। ऑल ग्लोरी टू असेंबली डिवोटीज। ऑल ग्लोरी टू असेंबली डिवोटीज। ऑल ग्लोरी टू असेंबली डिवोटीज। श्री गुरु श्री हरे कृष्ण। ओम नमः भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमः भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमः भगवते वासुदेवाय। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरये। नष्टप्रायेषु अभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया। भगवते उत्तम श्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्ठिके। कौन सा श्लोक? श्लोक कौन सा है? बोर्ड में कौन सा है? 24? नहीं सर, दोनों। Okay. Reading from Srimad-Bhagavatam, 10th canto, chapter 22. Kṛṣṇa steals the gopīs' garments. Today, text 24 and 25 5. 24 is no purport and 25th verse is purport. So, okay, both, I'll chant both. Which one? 24th. 25th is purport.
Yes. 24th you can read by yourself.
24th I am reading myself. Tāsam vigyāya bhagavan sopada sparsakamaya dhritavratānaṁ saṅkalpam aho damodaro abalaha. Translation. The Supreme Lord understood the determination of the gopīs in executing their strict vow. The Lord also knew that the girls desired to touch his feet, and thus Lord Damodara Kṛṣṇa spoke to them as follows. And text 25. saṅkalpo viditaḥ sādhvyo bhavatīnāṁ mad-arcanam mayānumoditaḥ asau satyo bhavitum arhati saṅkalpo viditaḥ sādhvyo bhavatīnāṁ mad-arcanam mayānumoditaḥ asau satyo bhavitum arhati saṅkalpo viditaḥ sādhvyo bhavatīnāṁ mad-arcanam mayānumoditaḥ asau satyaḥ bhavatim arhati.
Wait.
saṅkalpo viditaḥ
sādhvyo bhavatīnāṁ mad-arcanam mayānumoditaḥ asau saṅkalpo viditaḥ sādhvyo bhavatīnāṁ mad-arcanam mayānumoditaḥ asau satyam bhavatim arhati.
saṅkalpo viditaḥ sādhvyo bhavatīnāṁ mad-arcanam mayānumoditaḥ asau
satyo bhavatim arhati.
saṅkalpo viditaḥ sādhvyo
bhavatīnāṁ mad-arcanam mayānumoditaḥ
satyo bhavitum arhati. माताएं saṅkalpo viditaḥ sādhvyo bhavatīnāṁ mad-arcanam mayānumoditaḥ asau satyam bhavatim arhati. saṅkalpo viditaḥ sādhvyo bhavatīnāṁ mad-arcanam
mayānumoditaḥ asau satyo bhavitum arhati.
Word meaning. saṅkalpaḥ, the motivation. viditaḥ, understood. sādhvyo, O pious girls, bhavatīnāṁ, your mad-arcanam, worship of me, mayā, by me, anumoditaḥ, approved of, asau, that, satyaḥ, true, bhavitum, to become, arhati, must. Translation and purport by the disciples of Srila Prabhupada. Translation. Lord Kṛṣṇa said, O saintly girls, I understand that your real motive in this austerity has been to worship me. That intent of yours is approved of by me, and indeed it must come to pass. Please repeat. Lord Kṛṣṇa said, O saintly girls, I understand that your real motive in this austerity has been to worship me. That intent of yours is approved of by me, and indeed it must come to pass. Purport. Just as Kṛṣṇa is free of all impious desire, so are the gopīs. Their attempt to gain Kṛṣṇa as their husband was therefore motivated not by a desire for personal sense gratification, but by their overwhelming desire to serve Kṛṣṇa and to please him. Because of their intense love, the gopīs did not see Kṛṣṇa as God, but rather as the most wonderful boy in all creation, and being beautiful young girls, they desired only to please him by loving service. Lord Kṛṣṇa understood the pure desire of the gopīs and was thus satisfied. The Lord could certainly not be satisfied by ordinary lust, but he was moved by the intense loving devotion of the cowherd girls of Vrindavan. Hare Krishna. Om ajñānatimirandhasya jnānanjana sailakaya चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूप कदामह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरुः श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च। श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगण रघुनाथानितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्ण चैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपदान् सहगण ललिता श्रीविशाखानितांश्च। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामी इति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे। नमो महावदान्याय कृष्णप्रेमप्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्णचैतन्य नामिने गौरतिसे नमः। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धु दीनबन्धु जगत्पते गोपेशः गोपिकान्त राधाकान्त नमस्तुते। तप्त काञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। आराध्य भगवान् ब्रजेश तनय तद्धाम वृन्दावनं रम्या काचिदुपासना ब्रजवधूवर्गेण जा कल्पिता। श्रीमद्भागवतं प्रमाणममलं प्रेम पुमार्थमः श्रीचैतन्यमहाप्रभुर्मतोमिदं तत्रोदरनापरः। तेषां विज्ञाय भगवान् स्वपादस्पर्शकामया धृतव्रतानां सङ्कल्पम् आहो दामोदरः अबला। The Supreme Lord understood the determination of the gopis in executing their strict vow. The Lord also knew that the girls desired to touch his lotus feet, and thus Lord Damodara, Kṛṣṇa, spoke to them as follows. saṅkalpo viditaḥ sādhvyo bhavatīnāṁ mad-arcanam mayānumoditaḥ asau satyo bhavitum arhati. Lord Kṛṣṇa said, O saintly girls, I understand that your real motive in this austerity has been to worship me. That intent of yours is approved of by me, and indeed it must come to pass. So the gopis are the topmost devotee of Kṛṣṇa. Brajavadhu vargeno ja kalpita. This Bhagavatam, pages of Bhagavatam, this is described how gopis are intensely loved Kṛṣṇa. Kṛṣṇa is everything for them. They sacrifice everything. Of course, these gopis are not ordinary living entities. There are some Nitya Siddha gopis, and some are also due to their sadhana siddhas from previous lives. There are some Nitya Siddha gopis like Radharani, Lalita, Vishakha and Ashtasakhis, some of them, and some cowherd boys also, or Dwadasa Gopalas. But not every one of them. There is also different groups of gopis. Those were in previous age in Tretaya, when Ramchandra was present on the planet, seemed the extreme beauty of Ramachandra. The sages in Dandakaranya, they also developed the desire to embrace Ramachandra, to embrace him. But Ramachandra told, it is not possible for me. In next stage, Kṛṣṇa is coming, he will fulfill your desires. He is Lila Purushottam. He can fulfill everyone's desires, but I am Varjada Purushottam. Ramachandra didn't want to fulfill everyone's desire. He is only one wife, who? Sita. Similarly, when there is marriage ceremony of Sita in Janakapuri and Mithila, then there is Ramachandra's marriage was fixed with Sita. And then there are so many other princesses also joined in that function. But seeing the extreme beauty of Ramachandra, they all desired to have Ramachandra as their husband. So Ramachandra could understand their desires. He told it is not possible in this incarnation. in the next Yuga, Kṛṣṇa will come and he will fulfill all your desires. It's not for me. Similarly, we see many other girls, even the demigods, the girls from the heavenly planets, even the Suti Rupa, Suti Rupa gopīs, Veda Rupa gopīs, there's so many, everyone, seeing the extreme beauty of Lord Kṛṣṇa, they have desired to associate with him in conjugal love. But so in this rasa dance, these gopis are this different. These are those who are worshipping Katyayani. What is their prayer? 4th verse of this chapter is telling Katyayani Mahamaye Mahajogini Adhishwari Nanda Gopa Sutang Deving Pating Me Kurute Namaha. O Katyayani Devi, O Jogamaya Devi, we are paying obeisance unto you. Please make this son of Nanda Gopa Sutang. This Kṛṣṇa is our husband. That is their prayer. Every day they are praying, whole month. Just Kartik Purnima, the next Pratipada, then the Katyayani Vrat starts. In Margasira, month of Margasira. Many devotees also perform Katyayani Vrata. Maybe they have also desired to have Kṛṣṇa their husband. Even many devotees, they perform this Katyayani Vrata, following the footsteps of gopīs. But we cannot imitate gopīs. So, so their whole month, Margasira, they are praying every day. Then early in the morning, all the gopīs, they get together, holding each other's hand, singing very nice songs spontaneously, glorifying Janma Karma Chame Divyam. The divine birth and activities and that singing, and they are laughing and they are remembering Kṛṣṇa. They are coming to the bank of Jamuna, and that place, where that place? The Chir Ghat. In Brajamandal Parikrama we go the place, Chir Ghat, where the Kṛṣṇa just stolen the clothes of the gopīs. So that Chir Ghat, so they go to the place and they all put their clothes in the bank of Jamuna. Then in naked they enter the water. That was the tradition. Prabhupada wrote that in Kṛṣṇa book. That was a tradition before. The young girls, they generally go to the secluded place, and the men are not allowed to go to visit those places where the young girls are taking birth. So they enter the water and they take bath. So, but Kṛṣṇa, he knows everything, what is going on. Actually, somehow or other, every one of us must fix our mind at the Kṛṣṇa's lotus feet. Jena kena prakarena Kṛṣṇe mana nivesaya. That is Narada Muni's instruction. Somehow or other, must fix your mind at the lotus feet of Kṛṣṇa. Then he gave example. Kamad gopya. Bhayad kamsa. Dvesat chaivadayanupaha. Samandhat brusnayav. Snehat juyang. This verse is spoken to Yudhishthira Maharaj. Snehat juyang bhaktang vayang vibhu. Narada Muni is telling. How different peoples, they fix their mind at the lotus feet of Kṛṣṇa. Just like he's telling this gopis, they are due to lust, because they are young girls and think Kṛṣṇa is a young boy. They say Kṛṣṇa is a, there is no comparison to the beauty of Kṛṣṇa. Most beautiful boy in the entire creation of Brahma. So natural attraction, young girls and young boys. Attraction, but we see the Gopi Gita, when Gopi just singing, they know the position of Kṛṣṇa. Nakhalu Gopika Nandana Bhavan Akhila Dehinam Antaratma De Bikhana Sarthito Vishwaguptaye Sakhau Devan Sāsvatam Kole. They singing. They know the position of Krishna. He's telling that you are not only the son of Mother Jasoda, but you are the same Paramatma residing in everyone's heart. All the living entities' heart you are residing. And due to the troubles in this planet, Brahma meditated, Brahma prayed to you to incarnate. So hearing this, the prayers of the Brahmas and the demigods, you just incarnated in this planet. But still, they know the position of Krishna. The Krishna is God, but their love is so intense. It is forced to them to just simply love Krishna. They forget everything. Because they are great sages in previous births and great the different categories of gopīs. They coming from different backgrounds. They become gopīs in this Krishna's pastime. They are not just ordinary living entities. So, but their intense love for Krishna is forced them simply love Krishna. They don't care. Though sometimes this idea come to their mind, oh, Krishna is Supreme Personality of Godhead. Who is Krishna? But their love is so intense, they forget about this. Whoever may be, let's Krishna whoever may be. Our business is simply to satisfy Krishna. For Krishna we can sacrifice anything and everything. And Lord Krishna knows this. He knows this. That's why Krishna said, I know everything. Knew that the Lord also knew that the girls desired to touch his lotus feet. So thus Damodar Krishna spoke to the gopīs in such way. Because now the gopīs, this Krishna just appeared in that particular incident when gopīs were, like every day he was there in Jamuna water, just slashing water to each other, they laughing, smiling, talking Krishna, and just so Krishna appeared there in the bank of Jamuna, and he stole all the clothes of the cowherd girls, knowing that these cowherd girls are doing this brata, Katyayani brata, simply to get myself as their husband. That is their desire. So a girl can be naked only in front of his, in front of her husband. Only a woman can naked in front of his husband, her husband. So gopīs, they know that we are praying Krishna as our husband. Katyayani, oh Yogamaya Devi, please grant this boon. Please grant us this son of Nanda Maharaj as our husband. So knowing this, so Krishna was just tested them, this fun. Just stole, and they asked them, just come. They even coming out of water, they are hiding their private part with their hands. But Krishna told, no, just put it up. Up, you have offended to Varuna Devi. Anyhow, just Krishna wanted them fully surrendered to Krishna. To set an example, how they sacrifice everything. So there is no comparison of the devotion of gopīs. They are not ordinary girls. So that's why Kamyad Gopya, though it is told Kamyad Gopyas, but this lust is not ordinary lust. As in Purport is told, that Lord Krishna understood the pure desire of gopīs and thus satisfied. Lord could certainly not be satisfied by ordinary lust, but he was moved by the intense loving devotion of the cowherd girls of Vrindavan. That's why he asked whatever he asked. First he just joking, and the gopīs just telling, oh, you are not giving us our clothes, we will complain to whom? To Kṛṣṇa, to king. Then Krishna told, I don't care, care your king. I don't care this Kṛṣṇa. So it was just some, but the real intention of gopīs were fulfilled when Krishna told, in this verse particularly Krishna told, that satya bhavatīnāṁ arhati, mayānumoditaḥ asau satyam bhavatu arhati. That the intent of yours is approved by me, and indeed it must come to pass. In the next year, just like next autumn, Kṛṣṇa told them, you will be joined with me in residence. So Kṛṣṇa, so the gopis, they are extremely happy knowing this. So kamyad, though Narad Muni telling kamyad gopya, this is not ordinary lust. This lust is completely for the satisfaction of Kṛṣṇa. Atmendriya pritivancha tare kahi kam. Krishnendriya pritivancha dhare premana. So the lust of gopis is the pure love for Kṛṣṇa. Due to their pure love for Kṛṣṇa, they simply try to please Kṛṣṇa. That's otherwise the greatest of the sannyasis, even the Kṛṣṇa himself, he appeared as a devotee, as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He will not tell the Brajavadhu Vargana Kalpita. Should follow the footprints of the Brajavadhus. So he never talked to any woman. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu never. Even when he took a sannyasa ashram, though he was Supreme Personality of Godhead, but he set an example. He never talked to any woman. Women are paying his obeisances 20 feet away. It is not the matter of not talking. What to talk? No one talking. No woman was talking with him. Nor Mahaprabhu was talking to any woman. But still, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told, he was always enjoying the intimate pastimes of the gopis and Kṛṣṇa. So that's why this pastimes of gopis with Kṛṣṇa is not ordinary lust. It's pure devotional service. This is the opinion of all the great acharyas. They all commented on this matter, that this is not ordinary lust. It's pure love. This is so, like other incident, the example Narad Muni also gave. Kamyad gopya bhayat Kamsa. Kamsa was also always remembering Kṛṣṇa. Kamsa was always thinking about Kṛṣṇa. Why? Because he knew that Kṛṣṇa killed him. Kṛṣṇa is the cause of his death. That's why he was fearing every time he was thinking. When he drinking water, he saw Kṛṣṇa in the water. Right? Kṛṣṇa, throw the water. Even going to eat food, then he see Kṛṣṇa and food. Even his wife come in front of him, then he will start with his sword. Oh, Kṛṣṇa came. Day and night. Even Narad Muni told, even a devotee could not remember Kṛṣṇa like this, in the way that Kamsa was remembering. Gopis also, they are remembering due to their, in a favorable way, due to their attraction for the Kṛṣṇa, to intense desire to please him. But Kamsa was remembering Kṛṣṇa, but in order to kill him. Bhayat Kamsa. Dvesat Chaivadaya Nripaha. Chaivadaya and Chedivangsi, the son of Damaghosh, Sisupal and Damtabakra. They are also relative of Kṛṣṇa. Devaki's sister was the mother of Sisupal and Damtabakra. So they are brothers. But from their birth, very birth, when they see Kṛṣṇa, they will take stones and try to attack Kṛṣṇa. From the very birth, they have this nature. That's why they come to the extreme position when Kṛṣṇa just kidnapped Rukmani from the marriage ceremony. So Sisupal, Dantabak, they are also remembering always Kṛṣṇa. Dvesat Chaivadaya Nripaha, Samandhat Vrishnaaya, Vrishnivanshi, the Jaduvangshis, they are always remembering Kṛṣṇa, because thinking Kṛṣṇa is our, is born in our family member. And Narad telling you, Pandavas are always remembering Kṛṣṇa because of thinking as the son of your uncle. Uncle, he is the son of Vasudeva, so they are thinking Vasudeva is our uncle, so in this way, because of relation. you have so much extremely affection for Yudhishthira Maharaj, for Kṛṣṇa. And then he is telling, bhaktang vayang, we are a devotee, we are simply attached to Kṛṣṇa due to our devotional service, our desire to serve Kṛṣṇa in devotion, in bhakti, bhakting vayang vibhu. And we are all bhaktyang vayang, we are all devotees. So devotees want to engage their senses in service of Kṛṣṇa. Among all the devotees, the topmost devotee is the gopīs. So that's why this episode is not simply the matter of dealing with young girl and boys, those who have lusty desires. They are not. This is not lust. They knows everything. This what is their, even some of the gopis, they know their previous life. They are also the great sages in previous lives. They are also in male body, because there is intense desire to embrace Kṛṣṇa. So appeared in a female body simply to satisfy Kṛṣṇa. That was their desire. So in this way we can see the whole incident, that because of their intense loving, the gopis did not see Kṛṣṇa as God. Though sometimes incidentally they know that you are their address also. Oh, you are not only just the son of Mother Jasoda, you are also the super soul residing in everyone's heart. You are appeared in this material world because of the prayers of Brahma. But in another moment again, when their intense love for Kṛṣṇa, intense service motive appeared, then they forget about whether, I don't care whether Kṛṣṇa is God or not. We are simply go on serving him. This is pure love. And that is the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told, that is actually the goal of a devotee. The topmost devotee, just to follow Brajavadhu Vargena Ja Kalpita. Simply the following the footsteps of the Brajagopis. Of course, they are in conjugal love, so they are attracted to Kṛṣṇa in that way. But there is also love one can develop in other rasas, in Dasya, in Sakhya, in Vatsalya and Madhurya. The purpose is simply to serve Kṛṣṇa. In any rasa, one can serve Kṛṣṇa. But this conjugal love, according to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, this is the topmost. Anarpita, charing chirat, karunaya avatirna kalau, samarpayitum urnata ujjola rasang sobhakti sriyam, hari purata sundara, kadamba sandipita, sada hrudaya kandare spuratuva sachinandana. Krishnadas Kaviraj in Mangalacharan and Chaitanya Charitamrita is writing that Sachinandan Gaur Hari may appeared in my heart, who preached this principle. The topmost devotional service to Kṛṣṇa is Urnata Ujjola Rasa. So Bhakti Sriyam. This no one knows about the secret before. It is only Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came, then he just disclosed everything to us. Narottam Das Thakur, that's why he told, Jadi gaura na haita, tabe ki haita, ke mana dharitam de, Radhara mahima, prema rasa sima, jagate janatake. It is only due to the causeless mercy of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Then we know all these things. Before the people did not know the secrets. I remember when about maybe 10-15 years before, I was in Guwahati. Was preaching there because that time I was a sannyas candidate. So this Guwahati temple, this land also the same owner who contributed this land, our Kṛṣṇa Balaram land. He also donated the same land. This is a Guwahati temple land to them. So I was giving Bhagavatam class, then I glorifying Radharani and gopīs. So one old man become very angry, so angry he stand up, just stood up in the class. He told, hey, what is going, what is telling, what is Radha, Radha, Radha? This is Maya. This is Radha is Maya. Kṛṣṇa was not get married. And he just pushed him to Kṛṣṇa, just made him connected illegally. They could not understand what is Radha, what is Kṛṣṇa, what is gopīs. They don't want to, they just simply, what is this? This is Maya. Without when before marriage, Kṛṣṇa was connected to this gopīs, to Radha. They are before people only simply worship Kṛṣṇa and with Rukmani, Kṛṣṇa with Satyabhama and Lakshmi Narayana. But this Radha Kṛṣṇa worship as the topmost worship is only anarpita charing chirat karunaya bhavatīnāṁ kalau. Because of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's causeless mercy, and he appeared and he disclosed this truth. He Kṛṣṇa himself. Kṛṣṇa himself, he appeared as the Kṛṣṇa Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Then he glorifies this gopīs, these Brajavasis, how Braja Bhakti, how the topmost bhakti of the gopīs devotional service is the topmost. So this is the teachings of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Vishnu Chakravarti Thakur says that he is our worshipable Lord is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the worshipable Lord is the Brajendra Nandan, Kṛṣṇa. Aradhya Bhagavan Brajesh Satanaya, son of Nanda Maharaj. Similarly, this worshipable land, this is pastime place, this Vrindavan is also worshipable for us. Tadhama Vrindavanam Brahmya, and this worship, how to please Kṛṣṇa, what is the process of worship? Pleasing Kṛṣṇa, Ramya Kachit Upasana, Brajavadhu Vargena Ja Kalpita. We have to follow the footprints of the Brajavasis, Brajagopis. Kṛṣṇa is not pleased by the Vidhi Bhakti. Sakala Jagata Mare Kare Vidhi Bhakti, Vidhi Bhakti Kṛṣṇa Brajabhava Paite Nahi Sakti. Krishnadas, Kaviraj, Goswami is explaining Chaitanya Charitamrita. In the beginning we have to give up our anarthas, we maybe start with Vidhi Bhakti, but gradually we must develop, come to the Ragango platform. Spontaneous attraction. We may do same sadhana, same bhakti, but it must be spontaneous. Not by simply following the instructions, but it is spontaneously. So, that's why this gopīs, this bhakti, this is the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told. We have to follow this. And you must develop love for Kṛṣṇa. Kṛṣṇa is not simply pleased with our routine work or routine service. There must be intense desire from within to serve him. Kṛṣṇa knows everything. And when he knows that, just like he understood this, why these gopīs are taking this vow and doing this vrata, Katyayani vrata. And Kṛṣṇa told, yes, I understand everything. That's why I came here, to fulfill your desires. Then he gave them boon, that in next autumn, you will be with me in residence. Gopis become very pleased. So Kṛṣṇa, to get Kṛṣṇa, we must develop love for him. There is also, we see Kṛṣṇa's pastime places, 3 places specifically, Mathura, Dwarka and Vrindavan. So, but our worshipable Kṛṣṇa is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's philosophy. Mahaprabhu told to Rupa Goswami, Kṛṣṇa eka jadu sambhuta jastu brajendra nandana Vṛndāvana paritejyam padamekam sagacchati. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told when Rupa Goswami was planning to write the whole episode of Kṛṣṇa's pastimes in one book. Mahaprabhu was there in Puri. Mahaprabhu told to Rupa Goswami, what are you doing here? Don't make Brajendranandan Kṛṣṇa out of Braja. Don't keep him always in Braja. Just to Brajendranandan. That Kṛṣṇa was born in the Jaduvangsha, Vasudevi Kṛṣṇa. He is different from the Brajendranandan Kṛṣṇa, Jasoda Kṛṣṇa. This is very sacred things we have to know, discuss only among devotees. So he told, no, our worshipable Lord is the Prabodhananda Kṛṣṇa. Vṛndāvana parityajyang padamekam nagacchati. He never go out of Vrindavan. He stay always in Brajabhumi. So this is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's philosophy. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told, Krishna, don't take this Krishna out of Braj. He always stay in Braj. So our worshipable Lord is Brajendranandan Kṛṣṇa, and we have to follow the footprints of the Braja gopīs. So that is the verdict, that is the teachings of our acharyas, Gaudiya Vaishnava acharyas. Aradhya Bhagavan Prajeshatanaya Tadhama Vrindavanam Ramya Kachid Upasana Brajabadhu Vargena Ja Kalpita Srimad Bhagavatam Pramanam Amalam. This Bhagavatam, pages of Bhagavatam, whatever described, that is the ultimate proof. So, Prema Pumartha Mahan. Our goal is not to simply achieve Mukhya, Dharma, Artha, Kama, Mukhya, 4 Purusarthas. The goal is, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told, to achieve Prema at the feet of Kṛṣṇa. Mama Janmani Janmani Sware Bhavatāt Bhaktir. That is the goal. So this is the teachings we can, that is the we can get whatever we learn from these chapters of the Kṛṣṇa's dealing with the gopīs. Hare Krishna. So any question or comment? Five minutes there. Yes.
Kamsa was Kamsa. He was very meditate of Kṛṣṇa. But it is not Kṛṣṇa. You never meet Kṛṣṇa. It is a Devamurti. How can was how was he entangled about Kṛṣṇa? It's in personal things, I think.
Yes, seeing he is remembering Kṛṣṇa as an enemy. He want to kill Kṛṣṇa. But he was also always remembering Kṛṣṇa. So that's why bhakti means anukulyena Kṛṣṇa anusilanam, not in pratikul. In favorably remember Kṛṣṇa. Engage in devotional service in favorable way. Okay. So any other question? Yes. So Mataji.
Hare Krishna, thank you so much for the lecture. Maharaj, Kṛṣṇa is addressed as Damodar in the verse. If you can please tell us.
Damodar month is coming. So is that gopis remembering that pastimes, how Mother Jasoda bound Kṛṣṇa. So they are remembering that pastimes. So they are addressing them, addressing Kṛṣṇa as Damodar. So that pastime in Kartik. So any other question? Yes. Mike.
Hare Krishna Maharaj. I have a question. You were speaking about the gopis who are the topmost devotees. And we know we cannot imitate the gopis because that's not proper, right? But how we can appreciate the mood or learn the mood of the gopis? Because we still have a lot of, we need to surrender, but we have a lot of duties to perform, like all the duties, taking care of the family and things like that. So how we can learn from the example of the gopis to apply it in our regular life?
So gopi is not so easy to just imitate overnight to become gopis. Gopi is, we have to understood that this is the goal. We have to develop love to that extent. But we cannot imitate them, simply try to follow our footsteps of the gopis. At least, antare nishtha bahe loko vyavahar. Inside, within you always remember Kṛṣṇa and keep your nishtha, your deep relation with Kṛṣṇa. Meditate on that. And outwardly one should perform their household work. Gopis are doing that. And outwardly they are doing all their household activities. But within they are always remembering Krishna. That is the topmost instruction for sadhana bhakti. Always remember Krishna, never forget him. Smartavya satatang Vishnu, vismartavya na jatu chit, sarva vidhi nisedhesu, etayar eva kinkara. This is the only essence of all sadhana bhakti. So we may, but we shouldn't declare just it outwardly, not that is sādhvyaḥ. So you should, they remember always Krishna, but when it becomes so intense, it will automatically come out. But it is not to be imitation. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was becoming mad because, but he not advised everyone to just imitate. So you have to just follow their footprints. Our love for them, apani bhajana katha na kahibe jatha tatha. Narottam Das Thakur gave you warning. Don't disclose your how you are doing your sadhana bhakti, how you are dealing with Krishna, what is your relation with, how you are meditating, all these things. Apani bhajana katha na kahibe jatha tatha. Ihate hoibe savadhan. This is a very sacred thing. One has to keep himself and Krishna. And maybe he take advice from spiritual master first. So this is not just disclosed to everyone. Those who are disclosed every year, they spoke. I saw Krishna in last night in dream. I saw this, I did, Rasadhan, all these things. These are sādhvyas. Prabhupada never told anything. Anyone ask you, Prabhupada, you have any experience about these things? I have no experience of these things. So one should not disclose these things. These very sacred things one should keep within, meditate Krishna within, develop his intense love for Krishna within. And outwardly one has to do his external works, duties and service. In this way, gradually, we develop our love for Krishna. And when Krishna accepts us, so when one becomes exalted devotee, this already, it will come to everyone. He cannot be hide. He may be trying to hide, but it will come automatically. The great Acharya there, Gaur Kishore Das Babaji simply, he did not know how to signature, but still he was recognized by Bhakti Vinod Thakur. He is a pure devotee here. He is a Raganuga Bhakta. So in this way, when one advances in Krishna, the Krishna advertise. That is Krishna's business. Krishna will advertise his devotee and glorify his devotees. He spread his glories of his devotees. Like Srila Prabhupada, whose glories was spread all over the world. Who did this? Krishna, due to Krishna's desire. Prabhupada tried simply to preach Krishna consciousness everywhere, glorify Krishna. And Krishna also arranged how Prabhupada should glorified everywhere. So this Krishna, this is not our business today, advertise our bhakti and what we are doing. We simply keep it inside and try our best to go on sadhana, doing sadhana bhakti. Okay? आपका प्रश्न हो गया? माइक
Hare Krishna, Maharaj, thank you very much. Maharaj, like we are discussing about this pastime from few days. Just like this thought took up, this etiquette of taking bath in ponds or river. Ponds and rivers, one should make bath with clothes. It's like normal etiquette. So gopīs were visually taking like without clothes bath, or it was like arranged by your maya, that Kṛṣṇa will come?
Prabhupada wrote in Kṛṣṇa book also. That was tradition. That was tradition. Even these young girls in secluded place, they take bath naked in a river. That was that time. That was tradition. But any men or young boys, they are not allowed to go to these areas. So that was.